In this video, we're going to talk about Lagrange points, which are L numbers. Lagrange points are locations around two gravitationally bound celestial objects that are increased regions of attraction and repulsion. So here we have two objects. We have the Sun, and we have a smaller, less massive object, the Earth. And each of them has gravitational potential lines drawn around them. Now, because we have two bodies that are gravitationally attracted to each other, there's going to be points where they're going to be really attracted and repulsed at the same time. And they make these very stable positions. One of them is the Lagrange point 1, which is on the Sun side of the Earth. So it's on the side that's between the Sun and the Earth, or it's on the Sun side. Lagrange point 2 is on the dark side or the night side of the Earth. Lagrange point 3 is on the opposite side of the Sun and we can't see it. Lagrange points 4 and 5 are 60 degrees ahead and 60 degrees behind in the orbit of the Earth around the Sun. Now, Lagrange point 1 is a great point if you want to look at the Sun, observe celestial objects between the Earth and the Sun, specifically on the Sun side. Lagrange point 2 is a great place to put a satellite if you want to observe the greater universe. Lagrange point 3 is a great place to put a satellite if you want to look at the backside of the Sun. Lagrange points 4 and 5 are great locations for dust and asteroids to collect. You can even put satellites here. They're very stable in L4 and L5. Lagrange points 1, 2, and 3 are not as stable. So if we look at them and we just drew a little hill here, we're looking at a point that's sitting on a hill. And if you just put a satellite here and it just moved a little bit in any different direction, doesn't matter L1, L2, or L3, it could be gravitationally pulled by one object and head off in that direction. So if I had put a satellite in Lagrange point L3 and I nudged it a little bit closer to the Sun, it will then start to accelerate and move towards the Sun. Now instead, if you looked at Lagrange points 4 and 5, notice how they're all just in repulsion. They're not very gravitationally attracted regions here. So they're more like a big, large bowl. And if I put an object inside of a big, large bowl, in Lagrange point 4 or 5, and I gave it a little nudge, it'll just make this little orbit around the bottom of the bowl. Same thing at Lagrange point 5. If I put an object at Lagrange point 5 and I gave it a little nudge, it will just orbit around Lagrange point 5. It does not have a gravitational attraction, so it won't move towards any one particular object.